Tweet, dang it. Tweet. Welcome back to Against the Iron Storm with Dread Canary. The game is Against the Storm. I am the Dread Canary, and we are playing according to a set of Iron Man rules that I came up with. Namely, I'm going to play every difficulty twice, then increase the difficulty. If I lose, I will have to reset all progress on that save file and start over, making sure that I don't have any losses recorded, which, unless they've updated it, means I have to replay the tutorial every time I lose. Now, of course, because I don't think watching me play Pioneer and Settler and Veteran are very interesting when you've seen me play on Prestige levels, I will play those first couple of difficulties on my own, off-screen, off-stream, and start up once we get back to Viceroy. If I have to restart, who knows? We're already making more progress than we have in previous runs. We're all the way up to Prestige 5. As you can see, we are halfway through Prestige 5. The Queen, there's lots of patience left. We have completed a good number of orders, and we are ready to turn in 2 more. We're primed for economic success, feeling good about it despite the increased cost of all buildings. That was the Prestige 5 difficulty increase. And here we go. So, first thing we're doing is we're going to turn in our orders. Builders carrying more is great. Wildfire Essence, okay. Traders arriving faster, I love all that. More Wildfire Essence. Traders arriving even faster, and parts, which are a huge bottleneck with the increased costs. Love this too. Then let's go up here. And we have newcomers bringing more with them based on every hub level gained. Well, since we're just about ready to start kicking off our second hub, this could be pretty good. Coming with more villagers, I don't like. And +1 global resolve when we open caches, I don't like because this can spiral into a victory. And I like to control when I'm going to win. So I'm going to go with generous gifts. Now we already have a temple, and we already have a forum, which means this only gives us the Sacrament of the Flame passive. Not enough reason to get it, in my opinion. We have a tool shop, so we don't need the smithy, and the coats we can already get at 1 star, but we can already get them from the Druid's hut, so I don't love that either. The provisioner gives me provisions. I don't have a good way of making pigment, and training gear could be good for lizards, but I don't want the manufactory just for lizards. So despite the fact that I do not love farming on the marshlands, I am going to take the plantation so that if I find fertile grounds, I will be able to use it, but we're not going to, it's not a core part of our strategy. It's good if we find it. I don't feel like I'm wasting a pick, but I'm not too concerned. Now, the reason I'm not putting beavers on wood cutting, and the reason I'm willing to use humans, is because I have so many beavers mining right now. I know I've got a third one of these somewhere. I should just hit next and find it. Oh, there you are. We'll stick a couple of lizards in there. Okay, so the shortest thing we have is beavers, but I can only get 1 beaver either way. I would rather just stockpile even more parts so that they don't become a problem. I'm going to put 1 beaver on the rain collector just because I feel like I should have somebody making these things. And throw another lizard in here. We have so many tools that I'm going to send a human and a lizard to collect this. Now, normally I don't open small glades, but in case you didn't watch the last one, the reason we're doing this is so I can put my next hearth right in this area. And Vliss Greybone has arrived. Hello, Vliss. How you doing? Oh, you want to sell me a scribe? I would love to buy the scribe. Actually, you've got nothing but bangers here. Like, all of these are amazing. So first off, I've got 27 tools. And that's after those 14. Okay, so I can sell him all 27 tools. That's great. Because if possible, I've got 17. 33, 43. Yes, wait, no, 38. This is 38. So that's 43, 53. We need 53 altogether. 53 minus 17 is 36, I think. So let's see if we can get 36 of his amber. Wow, we might be able to. I can make copper bars, which is why I'm willing to sell crystallized dew. But I don't even need to sell that much. And then, I don't know, a brick. There we go.
Where'd you go?
That's huge, because now we are trading 3 base materials for 6 fabric. Like the magic of alchemy is just multiplying our fabric. Planks, we got bonuses to get 5 for 4, and then bricks at 3 for 2 is also very efficient. So we are getting very, very efficient building materials ratios. And as soon as I have 12 simple tools, I'm going to upgrade that. You are out of things to chop down. Well, you know what? First off, let's go ahead and clear out this last little bit that's sticking out down here. Are you at tier 3? Yes. You are at tier 3. If I delete all of that, are you still at tier 3? No. We need 6 more. Great. 3, 6, 8 times 2 is 16. 16. Okay, so 4 more houses would be my normal ideal. We are, of course, going to want to do a beaver house, a human house, and a lizard house. So just complete that neighborhood. And that'll get us to, I believe, 20. So I'm guessing another human house down here. That'll get us to 24. And that is how much I generally like having per zone. Okay, your thing is that you're out of resources. But let's go ahead and raise all of these to 100. And we're going to raise them here as well. Oh, you're already at 100. That's great. We're going to raise you to 100. Let's just say mushrooms for this, because I've got so many mushrooms, because I'm getting them from the trees. Also, we do need to increase this to... Oh, we already increased it to 30, so we can get this... oh, we need to burn the cysts. That's the problem. Okay. Delete that, delete this. You're making bricks out of both. You're making bricks out of both. Yeah, okay. Woodcutter's camp is once again out of trees. Well, that's fine. We'll just move it over this way and work our way into that small glade. Hey, chat finally started talking. Hey, dude, what's up? Yeah, well, you know how it is. Just working our way through Prestige 5, making our way up. So this is the hardest difficulty I've done on stream yet. Hope you're having a good day, too. Hey, look, more mushrooms. Our village eats nothing but mushrooms. Like, we only have mushrooms. We should start making some flour with this mushrooms. And I should also be looking at trade routes. Well, I mean, if you want to buy mushrooms, who am I to stand in your way? You want to buy copper bars? Sure, we can do that. Fabric, I'm a little leery about. Like, I would sell you stone, but I'm not going to sell you fabric. That's one of our trouble spots. But hey, this guy wants to buy mushrooms. We are a fully mushroom-based economy here. Do that. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Okay. Well, we can shave off just another line of this. That should work. It wasn't bad just eating dinner. Nice, nice. Looks like you're way ahead in impatience. Yes. So year 7. Queen's not impatient with us at all. We got really lucky with orders. We've been just banging them out. We are just about to drop down our second hearth. finally cleared out the space that I wanted for it. And you know, I think that means that I should put... Yeah, I can justify putting another storage building right here, along with a mine. You know what? We're not going to put the mine until we have cleared out next to this patch, just in case there's anything within reach. How are we doing on tools? Oh, we got 13 tools. Okay, well then we should improve this. And our next set of tools will improve this. Great. Lots of fuel. Fuel's not a problem. Time to milk the map or sprint to the finish? Yeah, I'm hoping that we can milk the map for resources. I really like late game in the marshlands. Great question. I love going late in the marshlands because of those forbidden glades. If you can get upgraded camps, I've only got one upgraded camp so far, but if you can get upgraded camps, the massive nodes that can spawn along the edge of the map are really fun. I like them a lot. Okay. You know, I think we're going to open up this glade next year. That's going to be our plan. And then, of course, I do want to repopulate this monastery. Much lower hostility. I think this will mean that only lizards are unhappy. How are we doing? People are dying because they don't have services. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Okay. So first off, let's double check our workers. Make sure that every essential role is still filled by as many people as I need for it. Okay, we just lost monastery. And this guy doesn't have to be here. Now, losing people did put us in enough impatience that we lost the negative where people died. So Chad asked marshland specifically. Yeah, marshland specifically has giant organisms in the Forbidden Glades, which can... that basically they have 1,000 charges of some resource. Like it might be wheat, it might be meat. So it's a marshland specific thing. Marshlands is really built around camps and making camps into a big thing for the zone, which gives it a nice identity, which is why this has an identity and Scarlet Orchard has an identity that's much stronger than some of the other two, I feel. I feel like I want a second blight post either now or very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and make one. Just a question of figuring out where. I think there's good. Still dying. Why are you still dying? Stop that. Okay. Not happy about how that went, but, you know, that's how it went, so we gotta live with it. Let's see. Ooh, insects when we cut down trees. That could be huge, but so could Safe Haven. Oh, I think we're okay on food. I think I have to go with Safe Haven. Guaranteed in those? Yes. It is 100% guaranteed that the Forbidden Glades will have... there's going to be 3 per map that have giant organisms. I'm going to go with Safe Haven here, so we can lower the hostility of the forest, try to keep that hostility down, because I don't want a repeat of that storm. That was devastating. I hate losing people, and we lost a lot of good folk. Well, or at least moderate folk. We lost a lot of folk. I can't really speak to their quality as individuals. Okay. Now I've got another blight. Now you are lined up. Yeah, let's... It's silly, but we're gonna do it. We're just gonna build a crossroads right there. We're actually gonna delete this. Or no, why am I building a crossroads? What we're gonna do is we're gonna move this straight there, and then we are going to just run a wall along that. Does it make any sense? No. That's okay. We need more people. We definitely need more beavers, because that's who I lost a lot of. But I'm only getting 1. I'm feeling this, I think. And he'll go back in the tool shop. When's my next trader coming? Oh, basically now. That's perfect. The number of each glade is consistent each map. It isn't just a random number. So it does change a little bit, but in the marsh we've got 1, 2, 3 Forbidden Glades. And it's always 3 Forbidden Glades, and they always have a giant organism in them. I think that there are a couple of caveats. Like, for example, if I was next to the Dangerous Lands modifier, the Dangerous Lands modifier changes it so you can only have Dangerous Glades, no Forbidden, no Vanilla. I don't know what... Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, there's our last order. Let's go ahead and turn that in. Getting 5 more people. That'll make up for some of the death. Not all of the death, but some of it at least. And we can start thinking about housing in this area. Let's go ahead and actually swing. No, I'm not in a rush. We can leave you there, but I can definitely put down some housing. We have a lot of humans who don't have housing, so once I put one here, there we go. You know, let's go ahead and put a human house on this side, too. Okay, and then... the trader has arrived. Hello, Renwald Redmane. Bonus pie production. We do have a building that makes pie, so this is great. Free wine when we make ale. That can be really good. I like faster movement on roads, so if I can get 7 more, 1, 2, that'd be pretty good. Can I buy them out completely? Maybe. Oh, I've got so many bricks. Ooh, okay. And I think I'm still burning stuff, so I should stop that. Oh, I'm not. Okay. We're not doing that either. Wonderful. I don't have anyone on a rain collector. I can totally put a couple of beavers here, along with a human. And with how much coal we have, I'm willing to make purging fire out of... I think I'm going to do first oil, and then we're going to do coal, and then we're going to do this, and then if all else fails, wood. So we're going to actually get rid of this. And we want 30 is good. Oh, right, we got another building. You know, I don't think I've got access to biscuits. That's a forager's camp upgrade. I have to take a Forger's Camp upgrade. I was just talking about how much the good thing about this map is the giant organisms, and if I don't have upgrades for my camps, there we go. Okay, Ancient Shrine. Ancient Shrine we can do with cloth. Let's go ahead and get some scrolls.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing that fast enough that nobody's going to die. Woodcutter's Camp has no suitable trees. Well, you know what? There is so much here that I would love for you to just chop down. Just tons of space. Just make lots of space around this hearth. Way more space than I'm going to use. That would be delightful. Thank you. Speaking of oil, why do you dislike going for oil so much? Isn't the event speed worthwhile? So, oil is production speed. So you make stuff faster. Sea Marrow is event speed, and I love Sea Marrow. It's just something about, like, faster production doesn't appeal to me. I can see why it's good, but I don't want to spam it. I kind of worry that if I have production speed go too fast, I'm going to accidentally produce like 1,000,000 of something and burn all of my resources on it. But there are people who swear by oil as a massive economic boost. Herbalist Camp is out of stuff. Well, that is fine because I have found so many mushrooms over here. Hey, 22 tools means I can upgrade this. Let's do it with bricks. So now we've got a lot of coal coming in between the two mines. Of course, the Forager's Camp counts as a farming building, so you want to staff this with humans. And let's see, what is there anything I haven't built yet? That's all up. Oh, I never built a scribe? Let's build a scribe. My word. That's all built. And we haven't found any farmland, but that is fine. We weren't planning on it. And then I've got 17 tools. And you only need 14 for one of these. So let's go ahead and grab that. And for provisions, we want to do... Yeah, we're doing fine. Trade routes. Nothing here. Yes. Also yes. Also that. There we go. You usually overproduce anyways. Exactly. Usually overproducing is why I don't want to risk doubling that by getting so much oil. How are we looking? Oh, you guys finished with the stone that I cared about, so let's... Whoop. I'm just going to pop that over there. Put a little... Whoop. And... Okay. Woodcutter's Camp. Too far away from anything to chop anything down. But that's okay. We're just going to move you closer. Okay. So now you're looking at 19. So really 20. Which means I need 2 more to get us to goal. So we're going to put a lizard house here. And the lizard house... Well, lizard house here. Is that still in bounds? That's still in bounds. Love it. I'm not feeling decorative funguses for this one. I'm thinking this will be the village of coral growth. So we got 3, which means I need another 5. And we will just do, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks good. And we will do a little bit of a mine here. And we'll just put a little bit of a road here. Works for me. Okay, so Storm, I want to fire all of my woodcutters. We are going to gear up to get into this glade next. We're going to throw 3 humans in the monastery, which lowers hostility. Now, if I don't get below 4, people go and die. But of course, 3 also makes our fuel efficiency very, very low. But not low enough that I can justify doing more than this. So let's do that. Let's do this. And I think that looks good. So nobody should die. Let's make flour out of that instead. Yeah, pie can be made out of any of that. That's great. You know, I should be thinking about pickled goods, shouldn't I? No, because I don't have... because I'm not making barrels. I could be making barrels, but I'd rather keep making tools because tools overall seem a lot better. If you delete an empty mine without upgrading it, is there no way to rebuild it later, right? I don't think you can delete mines. I seem to recall that, like, because they don't want to give you back the resources for a tapped out mine, that there's something in there where you literally cannot delete them once they're expended. Or even before they're expended. Because that'd get super gamey. Yeah, so I don't think that's actually a problem, because I don't think you can. It's a great question. There's no way to rebuild it later. Yeah, I don't think you can even delete it. Okay. Bonus herbs, gain 2 amber, or obviously the 1 insect per every 2 trees, so I can just get a lot of free food. Who doesn't love free food? We're going to kick out these humans again. We're going to stop burning all of our extra fuel. We have so much plank use. You know what? We have so much plank use that we're going to limit the workshop to just planks, because I can make bricks here, and they're pretty close to the cap. And I can put humans in the granary and make fabric here. And we have a pile of extra stone, also extra copper, but copper can be made into copper bars. So your parts for building are gone for good. Yes, when it comes to the mine, yes, they are. Okay, longer drizzles, lower hostility. We're doing that. I also want longer drizzles, so if I can get 16 more... Hey, I can. Nice, okay. And while we're doing that, maybe we should grab some incense. Maybe not that much incense. Just a little bit of incense. Sure. Okay. So that's that. I could be making scrolls. I could be making ale. I really don't want to be. Beavers? Beavers. $100.
합니다.
뭔데?
Oh, I forgot to put in more people for the Blight Post during that storm. Okay. But I think with all this excess copper, I mean, no, I really should save the copper for the tools. I really should save the copper for the tools. Okay. So if I'm saving copper for the tools, we are going to go ahead and just make a big stone road for this area. Would you say that you need to limit the number of mines you make on later prestiges then, or are they so worth it that you're still building as many as you can? It depends on what I'm mining. Because like I want a constant influx of tools, and coal is amazing. Coal's just so good that I want it. But you'll notice I've made a mine that I haven't staffed, and that's for when one of the other mines runs out. Like, I'm not in a rush to get it. I think we have to say this with tools. Getting incense for roots produced is nice. Yeah. And then, of course, getting pottery from glades is going to let me make pickled goods. And I believe pickled goods also gives me skewers. So, yeah, let's do this. Oh, hey, meat. Wait, meat? Haha. And this is a kiln, which would let me make coal out of wood. It would also let me make jerky, and it's real cheap to build. So let's go ahead and build it. What do you mean it depends on what you're mining? Isn't it only coal and copper? Yes. Those are the only two things you can mine. But, like, copper isn't always necessary because you can make tools out of crystallized dew. So I don't always feel the need to chase down a copper mine. Whereas with coal, it's really good, so I still want to keep building a lot of mines. And of course, if you need parts for, say, warehouses or camps, then it makes a lot less sense to build another mine if you're having food issues. So it depends on what resources you need, whether it's worth it. Like, the higher up you go in prestige, the more narrow the margins get, and the less free you can be with your decisions. Because sometimes you want multiple things, and you just can't fit all of them into your current budget. It just won't allow it. The game is too tight at that point to do that. So that's why I say it depends on what you're mining and what your game situation looks like. But I would always favor coal over copper. Are the upgrades consistent among all mines then? Yes, you have to pay the same amount for any upgrade on any mine regardless of yield, which also means that sometimes upgrading something that's only like 2 doesn't make as much sense as upgrading something that's like 3 or 4. Speaking of 3 or 4, that is a 3 coal mine right there. How we doing? Well, for one thing, I don't need nearly this many humans in the granary, because they're not all working. You guys are. Oh, I could put a beaver in the rain collector, because I haven't been making spark dew in a while. I also have been slacking on my trade routes. Let's go ahead and sell a part. And, You know, let's go ahead and sell some bricks. I don't really want to sell stone. I'm kind of using that. Yeah, I don't want to sell anything else right now. But we've got 27 tools, and I've got a bunch of humans that aren't doing anything. So you guys come down here, and let's go ahead and get this. Did I do lizards there? That should be humans. Plenty of food. Don't use roots. Raise this to 200 though. Why am I clicking? That's dumb. Let's go to 200. Let's raise this to 50, and we are going to say we want to do herbs first and then insects. Actually, no, because we're getting insects from the trees that we chop down. So we're going to do insects only. Do I want to do barrels? I don't feel like I want to do barrels. But barrels would let me do pickled goods. It would also let me do ale, but it's the pickled goods. Let's go ahead and add barrels. We're going to say we're going to put a cap on this. We're going to set a cap on that. Yeah. And then 14 means I can do this. And there we go. So we are once again at the storm. Everybody out of the pool. There we go. Everybody's out of the pool. Now, of course, that does mean I need to... Whoop. Hey, excuse me. I was in the middle of whoop and whoop. And we've got 135, so... that should work. And now we're blasting so much out of the way. How are we looking on fuel? You've still got 302. You've still got... oh, it's like 200. Nice. I should be upgrading you so much. Okay. So, we want more comforting buildings, and that obviously means walls, so let's go ahead and make some. If I do wall crossing here, and then I do a wall, or a gate here, and then we do... herbalist camp. No. There's more mushrooms. Go ahead and get these. Do I want to take more people during the storm? I think I'm willing to wait on this. I'm going to wait on these people for just a few more seconds, and then kablam. Yes, there we go. That is the people. Hello, Renwald Redmane. Sure, we can get efficient brewing. That sounds fun. Builders carrying more, I don't care about. Free roots is always nice. Now, I don't actually want either of these, so I'm not going to take them. I just want the money. We do want to lower this. Wood cutting gets faster, or 3 plant fiber per minute would mean a lot of fabric. Also, getting a big global boost from all the trade routes we've been doing could be nice, but I think I want the wood production. We want to start thinking about getting into these Forbidden Glades. So that's one, and then where are my other wood chopping camps? If I go, okay, you're here. Well, we don't need you to be in this area at all. We can just pop you up this way, and I'm going to try to just rush our way into this glade. So we are going to just do that, and this, and there we go. That'll rush us in there. 10 minutes, right? Because we just took a group. How are we looking? 3 more comforting buildings still. Okay, okay. If I swing this around the back, I can just do something like corner, crossing, and that ought to do it to get this guy up to tier 3. It's really weird. It's just this weird corner of development for this build, for this one. But now I've got 2 hubs all the way up, which means it's time for me to get more people. Ah, yes, this is as good as it could be. This is a giant proto-fungus, so it's a giant mushroom. You'll see it's got 1,004 charges. And it has chances of producing pigment, water skins, spark dew, and pickled goods directly. We just need to put Herbalist Camp next to it. Hostility increased by 600 points, but you know what? I think it's worth. I think we can do that. Pardon me, you're just on delivery duty, so we're gonna pull you off and come deal with this, which I'm going to turn into economic efficiency. Okay, so what I want to do is I actually want to run a road just all the way around this thing. I'm going to treat it like it's a new hearth. And in fact, I'm going to put a hearth in this area. But before I put a hearth in this area, I am going to put in a warehouse. Now, if I were to put a hearth here, that would work. But I think I want one, like, just directly on top of that. Stonecutter's Camp is out of stuff. Well, pardon me, we're just going to have to sign you all the way up here. Sitting in a corner during break is, in my opinion, better than just a flat wall. Much easier to find a napping position. Very true. Yes. We've got so much stone. I'm going to go ahead and finish off stone roads in this area just because they look pretty, not because they do anything. Here's another decorative stone road. We're getting most of this stone as a byproduct of all of our coal mining. Herbalist Camp has no deposits nearby. Well, my friend, I could have you work this one, but no. The whole point, the entire point is that you can come work this thing. And this thing's just not going to run out before the end of the game. And we are going to put a warehouse. That's not the one for warehouse. This is the one for warehouse. We're going to put a warehouse right here. Got so many building materials. I haven't been looking at trade routes, and I should be. Yeah, we can sell some of our excess tools for a lot of money. I love that. I'm not selling any more of these. No. I'm willing to sell. Sure, we can sell some meat, just to try to nudge up the trading level, and I'm willing to sell some of these too. Just to nudge it a little bit. Do I still have... I do. I don't need those guys. They should be out here doing other stuff. Wow, we have so much fuel. This is solid. What was the glade event for the Humongo Fungus Glade? I missed it. It is this lightning catcher here, which we are working on, which raises hostility by 600 points, and it'll destroy 4 buildings if I ignore it. But we already had all the spark due that we would need to work it, so we are working it. We are working it so good. Oh, 12 minutes, we'll get 70 amber. That is going to be so much amber. 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Oh, he's coming just after the storm hits, which means he's going to wait till next year. If that destroys the buildings, you still get the parts. No, you do not. What it does is it puts them in a ruined state where you have to repair them like it's a glade event. And it used to count as a glade event, but they changed that. Right, they can't make the warehouse because I've got all these roads to make first. But hey, people are happy now. You know what? Let's up this to 200. Lizards are happy, so they're slowly pushing us toward winning. Ooh, he arrived second before the storm hit. I thought he was going to be late. Okay, free. No, I don't need this. This is dumb. You can still move the buildings or destroy them after the repair, though. Well, if they're a building that's movable, you can move them after you repair them, yes, and you can certainly destroy them after they're repaired as well. Gain 2 bricks for every 10 pottery produced. No, I'm not making my own pottery. Gain barrel production. Yes. Glade carrying more. Yes, that'll let us empty glades faster. I don't need anything here. I mean, it might... let's just go ahead and get money. What can I turn into money? I'm willing to sell 60 spark dew, I think. Let's go ahead and get a pile of money so that if we run into a trader who has a ton of stuff we want, we can get it all. We are, of course, going to fire all of our wood choppers. Get out, get out, get out. Get out, get out, get out. We are then going to hire... Oh, I left them in the monastery the whole time. Oops. Well, I mean, that's fine. But it does mean I'm not doing as well on hostilities as I thought I was, but I can still... do that. And our stone roads are going up nicely, which will dramatically increase the speed at which people deliver supplies. That's nice. Oh, lizards are so happy we're gaining reputation. Okay, do I want a ranch? I don't really want a ranch, but it would kick things into high gear. Education, brawling. I don't need religion, I don't need education. Brawling could be good. And I think the Explorer's Lodge thing is... wealth effect for rebuilt or salvaged buildings, of which there have been a lot. So it would make people very happy. I think I want the ranch, though? Honestly? Because we've got a lot of grain coming in from here. With a lot of plant fiber. That's where all our plant fiber is coming from, my word. Take this, because it has a beaver on it. And since that put us to hostility 3, we'll knock it back down. Did I rehire these lizards? I should just leave these lizards in here. Just full time. Hey, this went up. That's great. Okay. I want to get rid of this patch of mushrooms real quick, and I want to stop burning all of this. We have a ton of tools, so I should see, I'm pretty certain that there's at least, yeah, 2 more caches that I can go collect. Six minutes on him, so he should show up halfway through the clearance. Are you guys both out of tools? There we go. They had both loaded up on tools together, so they were both short when there were plenty of tools for at least one. Which is silly, but that's how it goes. Okay. So now we are going to go ahead and put a nice small hearth over here. And we're going to turn this into another hub. Now in retrospect, that should have all been stone roads. But you know what? This is fine. You know, let's increase this to 40. Let's take a look at our trade routes. What else can we be getting? So I can definitely sell bricks. Oh, yeah, we can sell a ton of mushrooms. Heck yeah. My word, we're going to have a ton of money on it after this. This is great. I've got one human on construction for the entire town. Oh, just slowly working their way. You know what? Let's delete all these roads. They don't need to make all this. There we go. We'll say it was stone roads. Stone roads are much better. Okay. So now you are going to start working in this area. Woodcutter's camp is out of trees. Well, what if we shaved off just a little bit more on this tree line? Just all the way to the coast. We just said we want all of these gone, except not this row, because I want my nice, clean, flat line. Hey! A destroyed building. Oh, hey, Vliss, how you doing? We've got a lot of money for you now. Obviously, lower hostility, faster movement, +1 resolve, and hey, sure, we'll do clothing. I could provide services, or I can just keep stocking up on money. So we're going to keep stocking up on money. Here's 53. And you know what? We're getting more money from our trade routes. Let's not bother. I don't think that this save file has has the accomplishment of ending with 40 infused tools in it yet. So we're gonna try for it. We're gonna see if we can get 10 more tools. I've got 220 flour. Yeah. Well, we're certainly rich. Let's go ahead and put a second human on this herbalist camp. Or second set of humans, I should say. How you guys doing? Pretty good. Buildings look solid. Got decent food. We got a pile of extra tools. Lizards are done, so I guess that means it's time to build, first off, this road. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. And then, let's start building some housing. So I need a human house, and a lizard house, and 3 beaver houses. Are we out of stone? We are out of stone. Okay, we'll just park this right here. Okay, that gets us down to 5, which is not low enough. So, 4, 3... we can go all the way down to 1. I don't think we need to go down to 1. Pretty happy with that, though. Burning so many cysts. Housing goes up. We will, of course, build ourselves another wall. Actually, in this case, where does that reach? No. There we go. I want to delete this. Yeah. Because that can be a gate with a wall crossing and a wall crossing and just a whole bunch of walls. You know, to give us that, you need an extra lizard house. Yes, and in fact I'm going to need more houses than that once I accept this crew. I sure do. Okay. So, lizard, human, beaver. And of course, we're going to beaver, 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 and you guessed it, beaver. We are going to just rush straight in there. We're going to go ahead and take out anything extraneous along the side. And if I scroll across, I'm looking for beavers who are not already doing beaver jobs. No. All the beavers are doing beaver jobs, so we will add 2 more beavers here and a human. Should be nice. Gates over paved roads aren't a thing. No. The coding on this is that like only one thing can occupy a square. It's why fences occupy their whole square, which is kind of annoying, but I'd rather have a complete wall with a gap in the road than a complete road with a gap in the wall. That's just my aesthetic preference. Everyone is blissed out of their gourds. Well, we could get more efficient planks. We've already got a kiln. We could get a smelter so we don't have to use the furnace, or we could get a stamping mill. I don't love any of these. I mean, the lumber mill's the best one, and it's kind of superfluous. I guess we'll get an explorer's lodge. Alright, we've got a Fishman outpost. Well working it. We're going to have food disappear. I'm not too worried about that. And we're going to have global resolve go down for trees falling. That might be a problem. We have to stop doing all the happy burns, obviously. But I think I'm okay. Let's go ahead and send these 2 along with... Yeah, we'll do this one with tools. We'll take the crate of sea marrow. That sounds nice. And then with all of our extra tools, we'll come up here. And we'll get +2 clay production whenever we get clay. And then, of course, this one has the Dead Leviathan. So 1,004 charges. Yeah, so question was still burning things. Yeah, I was still doing a happy burn, which we have caught and we've removed that. So Dead Leviathan, 1,000 charges of meat, with 40% chances of some other stuff, which is very nice. I'm going to go ahead and widen this pathway. Now, I don't know if I should be widening the pathway, because trees falling down is going to give us global resolve issues, but I want to keep cutting down trees. I'm not willing to sell coal. I'm 100% willing to sell tools, though, my word. You know what I can be doing? I can be burning a ton of Sea Marrow to just knock this out as fast as possible, and then we can keep cutting trees. That's great. Why are we stuck with Redmane? Like, why am I not getting any other traders? I don't understand. I'm 100% going to take the bonus production of food. And you know what? Let's just buy them out completely. Sure. I'm not willing to sell anything from them. I am 100% willing to buy 10 more of these. There we go. Small Trapper's Camp is out of stuff. And I can't use the Dead Leviathan, because that's definitely a mega large one. So, like, the Small Trapper's Camp isn't going to cut it. We could be using the Druid's Hut if I wanted to. We can start making some incense. Out of roots, I guess, would be our best bet. Roots and coal. We'll set that to a cap of 100. We'll make caps, which we'll set to a cap of 100. Sure, we can make oil, which we'll set to a cap of 100. At this point, I've basically won. How you guys doing? Okay, we're getting down there. There's still lots of space left. Woodcutter's Camp is out of trees. Well, I believe that it is then time for us to start working our way this way. I just want to point out, Okay, so we've got the Forum, right, which is giving us 15% chance for bonus yields. Plus 10 from here. Plus 10 from here. And as soon as this hits 20 population, we'll have another 10 here. So that would get us to 45%. Now on top of that, I think I've only got like 3 or 4 unlocked from the Citadel or from the Smoldering City, and then there's racial bonuses on top of that. So we're hovering around 50% chance of doubling our yields on every production, which is massive economically. Let's see. I can sell a ton of bricks. Absolutely. Just go ahead and buy out all these. Oh, not quite enough. Okay. But, I mean, you want to buy mushrooms, so we'll do that. Okay. Now, once again, into the sell or get rid of all of my choppers situation. And once again into the all of that gets burned, and then one of these just to get us below 4. Of course, the problem with going below 4 is suddenly everyone's ecstatic. Hey, hey! Thoughts on dumping the remaining parts and population into woodcutters just to clear the trees faster? That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Oh, I should be making decorations over here, obviously. So let's go ahead and think about flower beds? Now this area is kind of a vanity project, so let's move up here and work on this dangerous glade. And I do have a bunch of extra people, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue the vanity project with humans. Meanwhile, this... Okay. So we have a spot for beavers, we have a spot for humans, we don't have a spot for more lizards right now. One, two, three, 4. One, two, three, 4, and let's... Let's do that. Like this. When is the auto stop sacrifice after the storm button going to be added? That's a great question. That would be a good idea for the devs to do, is a button that automatically stops sacrifices after the storm. I do worry that the more we automate, the the more intense they can make things. But, you know, That's probably okay. Lowering hostility? Yeah, let's lower hostility. And let's lower hostility with tools, because I've got a lot of them.
Yeah. Monday.
Did I forget to put humans? Oh, no. We don't have the parts. We don't have any extra parts for me to put on cutting more trees. I don't really want a forester's hut, so let's go ahead and salvage this.
Yeah.
How much amber do we have? 60? This is crazy. Remembering to stop sacrifices isn't really a difficulty issue, it's more quality of life. Yeah, it is. It is. It just helps me, you know, keep track of things. Yep, we'll lower hostility again, we'll make the drizzle longer, we'll make the storm shorter, and we'll raise the effects of ale, sure. Wow, that's a lot of skewers. Thanks, buddy. We're now looking at just so much in terms of production. Our next batch of people is going to launch that to a 3rd tier. When do you unlock the ability to make infused tools? So you don't. There is a building that you can rebuild that you can find out in the forest called a Rainpunk Foundry that lets you make infused tools, but it's not at any point a basic building that you can get just as a regular blueprint. Or at least it hasn't been. I don't know, like, they could always change that. If I don't read the patch notes thoroughly, I might miss something. But as far as I know, they have not added the ability to make infused tools natively. You have to find a building and rebuild it. Oh, another one of these spires. Well,
Yeah.
we can easily handle that. Plus, with all the tools we have, we can grab this too. And hey, ancient proto-wheat, so the forester's camp is huge for this. Oh, that is a massive mine. Is that 4 coal and 3 copper? Oh my word. We have so much amber. This is... Next guy's coming in. Oh, after the storm? Okay. But when do you unlock... Okay, is it worth using both the building and the tools themselves? So the tools themselves, you take half as many as fused tools to do a Glade event as regular tools. So it is more efficient to use them if you can make them. And the building also lets you construct parts. So being able to make your own parts can be big if you don't have any other way of making them. I really like it. There's a deed that it gets finished if you finish with a Rainpunk Foundry in your city. So there are some reasons to use it, and I think it's cool. Rebuilding it does spawn quite a lot of living matter, but at the point at which you're able to rebuild a Rainpunk Foundry, you're probably at the point where living matter is just a source of free resources. Speaking of free resources, wait, can I? Haha, there is. Wait, there's another meat over here I missed? There's a meat over here I missed. Well, let's get some lizards on that, and not for the Stonecutters camp. Okay.
began.
I'm at the point in the game where I've got more people than I've got useful jobs, unless I really want to start providing services. But providing services will win me the game pretty much immediately. So I'm trying to hold off. I could restrict... No, I can't restrict consumption because I took my favorite perk here. Yeah, that is pretty sweet. I agree. Okay, so let's go ahead and make plant fiber and pigment into up to 100 scrolls. We'll go ahead and staff this with humans. You can also make ale. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and turn on ale, but don't make tools. You're going to cap that at 100. You're going to cap this at 200. We've capped this at 40. Well, let's raise that dramatically. Okay, I think all of that looks pretty good. Hmm. Start making jerky. At this point, I'm kind of satisfied that I'm going to win, so I don't feel... Maybe remove some decoration in order to de-level the hubs for the resolve production. No, I'd have to, like... The resolve bonus that you get for hubs, it happens when you have 4 comfort buildings. It is the most basic upgrade. And I don't want to lower my standards that much just to avoid winning. There's an extent to which I'm just toying with the queen that I don't really feel the need to do. Like, we've got all of the big ones. Okay, it's super hostile because this is raising it by 600, which means I can't burn enough. And we're not providing enough services to everybody. Well, here goes all the impatience that I've been working on. First off, let's go ahead and raise this. Huh. Yeah. And we will put 3 people in the Explorer's Lodge. And you guys are making scrolls and ale. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's see what the damage is. So that's our monk. I don't care about a builder. Herbalist and a scout. Mine is no available ore. which is fine because I've got a mine for you right here.
Amida, Warbo. Ah, Buddha. Aye.
Yes, exactly. Burn some marrow is the correct response. You are 100% right there.
Amida.
Okay. There we go. Of course, people are ecstatic, but that is okay. Okay, so first off, get out of the monastery. Secondly, stop burning anything. Okay, now just to demonstrate what I think is true. Oh, it will refund. Okay, I didn't think they would let us. So that answers our question from earlier. You can delete mines and you can get parts back. I was completely wrong earlier. So that sometimes happens. But hey, it's good to know
Bombe. Oh, hey. Bombe.
that you can. Okay? And we are going to go up here.
Hey, huh. Oh, huh.
So at this point, we've opened up caches from all the big... This has got to be some kind of glitch that I'm only getting Sir Renwald Redmane. Have I just not unlocked the other ones? Like, I swear I have. I don't want anything. I really just want Amber to boost my ending score. So we're just going to take Amber to boost my ending score. I can put another human in the herbalist camp here. Okay, that's got tier 3, that's got tier 3, and that's got tier 3. So we've got all the way around. We've got 3 tier 3s. That's pretty great. And you know what? Because we're about to win, let's go ahead and get our second screenshot. Maybe you need to bribe him more to make him go away. That's a thought. Yeah. I mean, you could always attack him, but I don't like attacking traders. It just doesn't feel right to me. Yeah, and the other reason I'm not too focused on milking these is because this second half is already an hour and a half. So, there we go. We got that just in time. Okay, I'm fine with this score. I would have liked it if nobody died, but, you know, things happen. So we got 1 converted rain totem, converted totem denial on veteran or higher. Nice. We got 150 glades. Nice. I must have already gotten the 40 tools. But we won prestige 5. I get 91 food and 28 artifacts. Let's go back to our world map. And let's go ahead and end this cycle where we ended second. Oh, hey, can I claim this? I can. Free machinery, okay. What's this? Oh, is that the ruined armory? Well, it doesn't matter. We have to go. Alright, so here's our total influence. We've got how much we gathered, how much we spent. Gathered, spent all the way around. Unlocked a bunch of content. We went up in levels. And here we go. And now it is time for us to once again spend our loot. So we go into the capital city, our smoldering city. We get some XP. We get some XP. We get a potential new cornerstone. We go to upgrades. Okay, so last time we got the Queen's Patience to get a little more time. This time I'm going to take the bonus embarkation point. And the discount from traders, I think. And our 1% chance for bonus yields. And that will do it for this episode of Against the Iron Storm. If you're watching this on YouTube, remember you can catch me live on Monday and Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/dreadcanary. Whenever I need to change the schedule, I will put something up on Twitter at GhostFinchMedia. That's the Twitter at GhostFinchMedia. If you're watching this on YouTube and you sat around this long, I sure appreciate the time and attention you're giving me, and I would equally appreciate you hitting the like button, the subscribe button, and leaving comments below about playstyles you'd like to see me explore, things you like about how I'm playing, things you don't like. Complain about the sound levels again, that's always fun. But we just want to boost that algorithmic engagement whenever we can, so I'd appreciate it. Regardless, I'm glad you're here. I hope you have yourselves a great day, and I would love to see you in the next one. Bye now.